all be dogs for a day. What the heck? That'd make a great video. I'll jump in and fetch.
Yep, you fetch too, Nikki.
Ah, there's a big one.
Yeah. What do you got, Blondie?
I'll poke around in there right now. There's so much stuff he could go behind right here.
Yeah, he could be anywhere.
All these boards, he's probably back there.
Yeah. There he is.
Where?
I just heard something.
No, that's a bird.
Oh, was it? Clean all this up, but
Yeah.
not right now.
No, no. Go all the way down and go all the way back. There he is.
You see him?
See him? Oh, look, he's hanging right there.
Where?
Right there in the bush. Look.
Oh, yeah.
Holy yowzy.
Don't shake me.
I want to back up. I'm going to let him go.
You're going to let him go?
Yeah, because I don't have him too good.
So that's just a little one, right?
That's a pretty good size one.
Is he?
Yeah. Oh, there we go. You guys might want to stay back.
We will.
I'm going right that way.
How you like that, Raymond?
Only yards to his bedroom.
Yeah. He's a little upset.
Hey, watch his head.
What's going to happen to him?
Right. Oh, he's going to be put to sleep.
Oh. How many of those do you get in a week?
Right now?
Is this the rattlesnake season?
Yeah. It's kind of weird the way the season works. Right now they're feeding because winter's coming. So they're eating a lot. They want to fatten up and then they're going to go hibernate, you know. So that's why we get so many right now.
What's in the that
That's
foamy
just
stuff?
bleach.
Oh.
A lot of dead animals and stuff going on.
Oh, right. You. What were you doing? Those are our tomatoes. Those aren't for you. Those are for her.
People?
And 3 tomato-eating dogs.
Are they still eating tomatoes?
Yeah, I just caught her. It was really funny.
No wonder we don't have any
Jesse's
tomatoes.
doing it. And Jesse's in there trying to get one.
They're foraging. Oh, happy dogs. They really give us a lot of pleasure, these 2 dogs.
Yes, I can
They
see.
have such a sweet temperament, and dogs are so,
Yeah.
they're in the moment.
Oh,
They're
yes.
completely in the moment.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what it is.
Oh, that's the big difference because they don't anticipate.
Right. Well, maybe a little before we come home, or
Mhm.
they have a sense of time. They know when it's evening, and they know when they want to come out for their hike.
Yeah. But you believe that they can anticipate?
I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I only think so because when I first come home, they run up and they're all excited, and I assume that it's because they've expected me. But maybe not.
No.
Maybe they only recognize me the minute they see me.
Of course. I mean,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
seems to me that
Yeah.
it's a pleasure to be recognized.
Yeah.
Even if it's on the spot.
And they do it in such a nice way.
Yes.
You know, happy faces, wagging
Yes.
tails.
But that's in the moment. I mean, I don't think they anticipate.
No.
No,
maybe
I
not.
think this is
Human projection.
Yes.
Yeah.
because the conscience, there is a conscience which allows that.
Yeah. And they don't have that. Well, I suggest we go on to and you may have. People may not notice it because they can't see it from up above, but they'll feel a sense of unity.
And with whom would you discuss your project in a case like that, for instance?
Well, I would, for example, you would be a client,
Yes,
and I would
but-
show this to you.
Yes, but the client is like in a hospital, for instance. You would have to deal with the director of the hospital or
Oh, I see.
what type of person?
To present.
Yes.
This would be a person who would be
It has to be very
The-
high and
very high up.
very high, otherwise
Right.
you are losing your time.
It could be a group, a cooperative of doctors who
Yeah.
own the property, and they
Mhm.
come as a group, and they have one representative,
That's
perhaps.
right. Yeah.
Or you meet them as a board,
Yes.
and they decide what design they like.
Mhm, I see. But
We presented to doctors in
you
our
did,
final
yeah.
critique. Yeah,
Oh, that's good. No, because it has to be at top level.
yeah.
Otherwise,
I actually got to present this concept to 6 doctors
Yes.
at the end of the class.
uh-huh.
Real doctors came and they
Yeah.
evaluated, and they loved this
They
design.
did.
Yeah,
That's wonderful.
they really loved it. I almost felt like I could have built it for them or something. It was great. This is the color scheme, that it would be very soft and
Mhm.
very, kind of not hospital-like. More, not quite residential, but,
Mhm, yes.
very, very nurturing.
Mhm.
So here you enter here, the receptionist greets you, you go to a waiting room and you sit, and nobody has to stare right at someone else, but you have this planting in the center, so there's a certain amount of privacy, but a sense of community too,
Mhm.
of sharing. And then these little things here actually go way up, and they're like privacies,
Mhm.
so that if someone walks from here to the X-ray in a robe, they don't feel that someone could see them.
Mhm.
And so I've got the private doctor's offices here. The doctors get the window, and they have a nice, sort of a suite. And then they can come out and do their exams, and then they have their X-ray and their lab, and the toilets on either side for the patients to access from either side. And this is an office for the people who work in the office for storing
Mhm.
files and things like that. And this is the physical therapy, the same feeling, same kind of idea, that just worked out differently. And these dotted lines are the ceiling planes. They're like big
Oh.
petals that float over your head,
Mhm. Oh, that's
that are
yes,
suspended
yes,
at the
yeah.
bed.
Uh-huh.
And these are elevations, so you can see it from the sideways and the people. These different views, cut in
Yes,
sections.
yes,
And this is the existing exterior. And then we also had to design the signage for the exterior of the building. So this was the medical center.
what is
Monument.
it? Signage.
Signage.
Sign.
Signage is all the signs from exterior
Oh, I
to
see.
interior.
I see. Mhm.
And the hierarchy is for the first, when you drive up, this is the monument, they call it. When you
Mhm.
first drive up, you see the big sign.
Mhm.
Once you get in, it's within the space, the public sign. Then the individual tenant identification, and then the interior medical office within the office itself. It's more of an architect's
Yeah,
construction.
yeah.
It's not so much about
Sitting around a table, no?
And this was graphics that I did early on, book jacket cover for Doris Lessing, the writer. So the book, this folds over the book. So this is the cover and this is the back.
Mhm.
And this is a stamp design for the year 2000.
Advise your proposal.
The richest man in the world, who has finally decided, because he's getting older, that he's going to take everything that he's made and turn it towards the good of humanity. And he wants to do it in a really big way. because he wants to go out with a flash of glory, right?
If he hadn't had that idea, you would suggest that to him. Oh, I've seen that. You sent me one.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, you sent him one already.
In the
But I
invitation,
didn't have the.
the sleeve.
So now I have it. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.